Human squad, kind of bounce back move.
A blow, definitely clear. I couldn't see it in training, but definitely it's clear. It was one for me, to be honest. So I'm in between. I'm happy we have Bobby for it, but he deserves it. I think he deserves everything in the world. To be 100% honest, and it just shows how incredibly good and talented this Brazilian squad is. If we can leave a player like Bobby Firmino out, madness. Yeah, of course we will talk. Did already. Maybe we'll do again. But he's fine. But yes, how everybody can imagine, very disappointed about the fact. But that's it.
In the contract situation, it's what it is. I mean, is this something that could fire him up to? It feels like you would want him to stay. You feel like he would want to stay. I mean, is there any update on that?
Normal conversations happening as well. So we will see what happens there. One embargo.
Just going back to the investors, do you think it's a case that without new investors, the club can't afford top players in the future? It's very high. I mean, is that the reason why we're doing it, to looking for this? If Jude Bellingham comes available next summer, he could be more than 100 million. Could Liverpool afford him without the potential of new investors?
So in the structure we had, we obviously were able to spend money, but it was always that we have really to look, okay, what do we earn? So, and then are we around? What is where we will come out in the end? Was always the situation. It was clear, and it worked out. And in the end, we all know that the two biggest transfers we did in the past, now this year was Darwin, obviously in between, but with Ali and Welsh, we all know how it happened. So we got money from Barcelona and spend it wisely, I would say. So that's the situation, and I just, for me, it's just how we did it so far brought us where we are. Well, fine, but fresh money is no mistake. Let me say it like this: that's it. Nothing gets cheaper, not only because of the inflation rate for all of us, but in football as well. And yes, sometimes you have to spend. We are really happy to give all our young kids a chance. And I'm so positive about the impact they will have in the future, whenever that starts, like Harvey now, Stefan, Calvin is obviously very interesting, and Ben Oak, really interesting. All these Bobby Clark, interesting. They all are. But you have from time to time, you have to throw in proven quality. In Idle World, they're young as well, well, not 35. Some of them say like this. And yes, for that, from time to time, you have to take some risk, and we will see. I think, but I have no idea what will happen, but I'm positive about it. So if it's in the end not positive, I still can start worrying, but I'm not at all. I just think everything will be fine.
Paul, last one.
Yeah, again, just from the outside looking in, within this building now, it's 2 years old. Got the Anfield Road project that's on the way. Most of the playing staff signed contracts in the last couple of years. It seems as though potential investors, this club is kind of on the cusp of even greater things in the future. If that was to be
that's my feeling as well. We are in a perfect. Okay, we are not in a table, and we are not football-wise now that we say, okay, that's exactly like it should be. We all know that. But how close it is together. So let me say, City and Arsenal, or Arsenal and City, have to say this year are flying. All the rest is fighting for clear. So we lost against Leeds and Nottingham and lost other games. But now, if we draw them, we have 21 points and blah blah blah, all these kind of things, game in hand, whatever. So it's a tight margin. So the football could be more stable. The club is incredibly stable. That's true. We have the stuff we put together in the last years is outstanding, highest level in all departments. We were really changed a couple of things, all that kind of thing. We have a coaching staff who committed long term, manager committed long term. That's all really stable. So, and everybody's on fire. So it's not at all that we think, yes, this season so far is really intense, but it has nothing to do with our ideas about where we want to go as a club. And yes, I think this club is already one of the biggest in the world. We all know that. But of course, we have to keep going and keep going and keep going. There sometimes are a little bit, if you want to go in this direction, sometimes you have to go a little bit right, a little bit left, and then you can go again. That's all normal. Setbacks are normal, these kind of things. But when you're stable, you can go from there again. And that's exactly, what's going through my mind, to be honest.
Thank you, everyone.
You are welcome.